Hi, this is the Price Action Analyst. Welcome to my channel and also welcome to my subscription service. I want to take this opportunity to thank you very much for subscribing to the service, for placing your faith in me to conduct this task on your behalf. Yeah, I'm very, very appreciative of it. So, my intention is to have you as a continued subscriber and have you, I want you to value this service and be glad that you found it and happy that you have access to this service and find value in it. That's kind of my intention in doing this. So if you're getting this email and this link, then you've subscribed and paid and you're all set up. So you'll be receiving email alerts from me. There's a spreadsheet in this email, which is the model portfolio as it stands. And you'll be getting email alerts from me as important things change. And also you can contact me via email and ask me any questions that you might have as well, or any suggestions or anything like that. So I just want to give you a introduction to the spreadsheet quickly. So this is the index tab. It'll have the date of, that date should be, every time I send out a spreadsheet, I update the date. So, when you're looking at the latest spreadsheet, that shouldn't be more than a week old in general. There's a disclaimer here. That disclaimer's on my email and stuff. It's worth reading that just once. These are links to all the tabs. So the investment philosophy is something I went through in the video. I'm sure you've seen that. The methodology is just how I'm going to structure this service. So again, every day I'm going to be looking at the model portfolio. So I will look at everything that's in there every day. And I will also look at the ideal entry alerts and exit alerts. So, and also the trade entry alert. So I might just start by explaining what this is. The model, so what I did is I went through Coinbase. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies listed on there. I've identified everything that's in an uptrend relative to Bitcoin. So that's around 50 cryptocurrencies out of a huge universe. That took a very long time to do. That took me a couple of days. And at the moment, this is LC, that means large cap. All of these cryptocurrencies are large cap cryptocurrencies. So I've got a link somewhere. So there's a link for it. CoinMarketCap has got a list of the top 100 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization. So I didn't just go through that list. I went through everything on Coinbase. This list just contains cryptocurrencies that were in an uptrend that were also in this top 100. So I have another tab that I'm working on, which is small cap cryptos, and so there's another list of that. I haven't included it yet because the model portfolio just off that 100 was big enough. So I'm kind of going to be maybe working through that, but it's just, I thought in the first instance, if I included that as well, it was just a little bit too much while everyone's getting started. So this watch list just contains large cap cryptos, so that's out of the top 100. And these are anything that I've identified that is either in an uptrend relative to Bitcoin or looks to be starting one. And so if you see large cap trade entry alerts, these are the same as these ideal entry alerts, except these are large cap cryptos that are not included in the model portfolio. And so the reason why I've had them separate is because the intention's probably a little bit different. You might enter those because the entry point's good, but it's not something that I would envisage that you hold long term in your, in quotes, portfolio. So those are more trade ideas. So this tab here, model portfolio ideal entry alerts, is the same thing, except all of these cryptocurrencies are in the model portfolio. So if you use these entry alerts to get into that cryptocurrency, then you could essentially hold that as, you know, something in your model portfolio forever, or until you got an indication from me that I was withdrawing it from the model portfolio. So likewise, you know, if any coin that's in this model portfolio, if I see it's making a large series of wicks and I think it's going to retrace, you're going to get a ideal exit alert. So I will shoot you an email. So if I see that, you know, say it's a Monday and I see that, I'll send out an email with all the alerts on it, and then the next time you get the spreadsheet, it'll have those in the spreadsheet. And so the thing I want to say about the model portfolio too is there's a lot of coins in there. So you don't need to, like, what I don't want people to do is just go out and buy, you know, if you had the money, you just go and buy an equivalent position in every coin listed here. That's not my intention. These are just coins. You know, some people will have a portfolio already. So, you know, if you, let's say you're already holding chainlink, the fact that chainlink's in the model portfolio, you should be reassured that, okay, I can hold this coin and keep it, right? Because you're using this hopefully as a guide. This is not, as I've said in the introductory email, this is not a gospel or an investment script. It's meant to be a useful tool to help guide you in your cryptocurrency investments. Okay, so, you know, if there's a coin in here that I like, let's say I don't have Icon, but I really like it, and I'm watching it, and you're watching my videos that I'm doing on YouTube on it, and you want to wait until it shows up in, you know, the ideal entry alert. So, you know, there it is there. You'd be like, all right, I know this area is a good place to get long that coin, you know. So if it's not in there, you can wait until you see it in here before you take a position in that coin. So hopefully that's not too complicated. I think if you spend, you know, 5 minutes looking at this spreadsheet, it should kind of become obvious at how these feed into each other. You know, this is the universe that I'm looking at. This is where I take stuff out of, and then if I like it, it'll go into the model portfolio, and when it comes into the model portfolio, you'll get an alert in here. And likewise, if I put a exit here, then you can use that as a suggestion to, you know, exit temporarily, or not, or you can hold the coin. The other thing is these, I mean, it's not explicit in these tabs yet, but this spreadsheet's going to grow over time. So I did have tabs that are in the draft spreadsheet that are subtractions and additions to the portfolio. So I think these things will eventually be like temporary things. So, you know, if Icon coin's showing a series of wicks and I think this is a good time to take profits, but I still am holding the coin in the model portfolio, then it'll show up in the ideal exit alerts. But if, let's say, Icon coin, it's just downtrending and I don't want to hold it in the portfolio, then eventually there might be a model portfolio subtraction tabs, and that'll be like, take it out of the model portfolio. Like, I'm not recommending that you actually hold that in the long term anymore. So just, I think the way it is now is kind of self-explanatory, but it will change, it will grow, and it's going to grow also based on your feedback and sort of recommendations and suggestions I get from you. But as it stands now, this is kind of what what I'm committed to providing you with. And I think the spreadsheet and the service will just grow organically off the back of that. And so if I get enough subscribers over time, this will be, this is going to be like my full-time job. I'll be doing this every day. I'll be looking at, that, and that. Every week I'll be re-examining all of those. And then every few months I'll go back to like the whole Koinigi list and just go through it again and redo all these lists. So, what you're paying for is basically a full-time someone to look at the cryptocurrency space full-time through a price action analysis lens. But yeah, it's this process. Like, I have done this before. This is how I structured my portfolio. Obviously don't have this many coins in it, but I went through and looked through everything that was uptrending. It's a very lengthy process. Like, I've been quiet for a week because I've been doing that. Like, it's taken quite a while to do. So, hopefully that value translates to you guys. So anyways, I'll round that up there. Thank you very much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Please feel free to contact me at any stage via email. Yeah, that's it. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you shortly. Thank you.